If Ruto agrees to take the deported Somalis into Kenya, we are going to the streets. We do not want those guys in Kenya. They need to get deported to Somalia, Mogadishu, where they want to be. Ruto, you are warned. Do not try that at home. We will go to the streets.
Somalia has been excluded from Kenya's new visa-free travel policy, and many people are outraged. While citizens from most African and Caribbean nations can now enter Kenya without a visa, Somalis have been specifically left out. Both countries are members of the East African community, which makes this decision even more controversial. Kenyans online argue that the exclusion is based on security concerns, but many Somalis view it as discrimination. One netizen commented, "If we are building a visa-free Africa, it must include all Africans." The Somali government states that this issue goes beyond just visas. It pertains to respect, dignity, and whether Somalia is being treated as an equal partner in the region. Should Kenya reconsider this decision?
Let's talk about Somalis. I have never understood the hatred towards Somali people, and I'm not just talking about what's happening in the US right now. I'm going to talk about the hatred towards Somali people in continental Africa, but also within the African diaspora. If you don't know, I'm half Italian, but I'm also half Mauritian, and I grew up on the island of Mauritius. It's an African country by the coast of Africa. Hatred of Somali people is present within the continent of Africa. It's also present within the African diaspora. And I kid you not, a lot of criticism about Somali people stems from the fact that they have their own separate tectonic plate. No, I'm not joking. There's this idea that because Somalis have their own tectonic plate and are the Horn of Africa, that they think that they're superior to the rest of Africans and don't think they're one of Africans. I was made aware of this from a very young age, but I was even more so made aware of this when I went to Nairobi, Kenya for a speaking gig at the United Nations. No, it's not as cool as you think. We're like 60 delegates from separate African countries, and yeah, people had a lot to say about Somali people, and like half of it had to do with the fact that they had their own tectonic plate. And that's why I'll never understand the hate.
Hello guys, welcome back to Prime Pause. Thank you so much for watching this video. So Somalis are not just being deported in the US, they are also right now being deported across African countries. So a lot of African countries are banning Somalis from entering their countries. A lot of them are saying they do not want them in their countries. They should go back to their own country, right? So people have been reacting to these people. Some people are really in support of this new law, new development about the Somalis, while others are saying that people shouldn't be restricted from entering countries. There should be unity within countries. And right now, it's more like a party thing because everyone has their own opinions about the issue. So guys, we'll let the rest of the videos play out so we can hear what other people have to say. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, and drop your comments in this comment section so we'll know what you think too. Let's let the rest of the videos play out and then we'll come back and talk about this more. Thank you.
Somalis are hated everywhere, and I'm gonna just say they're hated by losers, honestly, because if you hate Somalis, you're literally a loser. Because how can you hate a people that are so creative, that are literally able to create magic from nothing, okay, to create excellence from being stepped on? Still we rise, still we shine. Somalis are the land of the rich, the land of poets, the land of the articulate. Somalis are entrepreneurs, they're creatives. The only people that hate us are the ones that cannot control us, because Somalis will not adapt. We do not adapt. That's true. That's true. We do not assimilate. We show respect to your culture, but we will not change ours. We show respect to your country, we will not forget ours. Wherever we go, we bring our culture, we bring our heritage, our religion. Somalis are Muslim, and that does not go with the world today. They want us to be very obedient. They want us to throw religion, to keep the religion in the mosques, like they did to the churches. They want us to assimilate. The government should be our religion, our faith. Everything they say, we need to just accept it. Somalis are not like that, and that is why they hate us. And we know that. Somalis know that. So if you hate us as well, then we just look at you like you're very dumb. Actually, you're very dumb. We know why they hate us, because we have a backbone, because we have culture, because we have a personality, we have authenticity. That's why they hate us. And if they don't hate you, then you should be very worried. The way the world is moving today, if you're not hated, then you are the problem. And that's all I can say.
Yani guys, this is too much. I've been watching this video so much. I've even seen some people raising Somali flags in Kenya, and I'm watching. If you love Somali, please go live in Somali, okay? Somali is just here. Hata tunaweza kakupea fair wewe uende uishi Somali. Don't respect us on our ground. Don't disrespect us on our ancestors' land. We love guests, tunapenda wageni, and I've had so many Somali friends or Somali descents or half caste of them as well, and I have never been respected by any. But the trends that are ongoing right now, you stepping on our flags, raising your flags in Kenya, just because there is someone called Nurdin Haji and Aden Duale, so you think you own Kenya. Let me tell you, our resilience is something unmatched. We maintain silence and we are a very peaceful people, but you don't want to see the demonic parts of us. I am kindly requesting the Somali brothers and sisters who appreciate to be in Kenya and love Kenya, call on these things. Call them out. Tell them that's not how we act here. Okay? This is so unnecessary. I am so disappointed. And my Somali brothers and sisters, if you are in Kenya and you are a Kenyan, and you maintain silence about this, trust me, you don't know what is boiling. Gen Z, Magwangi, Mabani, Mayouth, munajijua hizo groups. Kuna kazi. Kuna kazi. Kenya will be respected. Kenya will be respected, and our flag will be respected. If anybody knows these boys, I
don't get this. Kenya's announced visa-free entry for all African countries except for two. The two countries being Libya and Somalia. The reason being due to security threats. Like, I don't get it at all. Literally, most of Africa, yeah, is in some sort of instability, war-torn or humanitarian crisis type situation. Now, whether it was made by them, caused by them, is a different story. Regardless, in Nigeria, you got Boko Haram kidnapping school kids in that during half-term. In Ethiopia, they're going through famines and alleged G-sides and that. Literally, Sudan is in a civil war right now. In Burkina Faso, Mali, and Nigeria, they got T groups causing harm and stuff like, bro, like. So to be banning Somalia for security issues, it doesn't really make sense to me. Like, this guy is not a threat, fam. Literally, he's way safer than Boko Haram. He's much safer than quite a few people who you're giving visa-free access to your country, bro. It's ridiculous, fam. Ridiculous and hypocritical. We need some justice for Somalia, fam.
If President John Mahama agree to take these deported Somalians into Ghana, we are also going to go to the streets, of course. I agree with you, my sister. And, you know, sometimes I say that you need to live the African experience to understand certain things. Now we hear what is happening in Minnesota. And we are not even saying that Trump is right or wrong. That is not what some of us are even talking about. But we are thinking, or we are watching how you are coming online and trolling Black Americans and trolling and making fun of whatever is happening. And you have some Africans supporting you to do whatever you are doing. Now they are deporting you. Now they are tracing your IP addresses because you said Minnesota was promised to you 3,000 years ago. We come online to do live streams and we tell you to stop, because if you don't stop, it will affect you and it will affect a lot of Africans. Now it is even affecting Ethiopians. How dare you go to somebody's country? You have some of these diasporans supporting you. At the end of the day, these people are Black Americans. They will not be deported. You will be deported. So to those of you giving these people the energy and the engine to keep doing whatever they are doing, you see that they are supporting them. So do you think you are helping them or you are destroying them? And I don't even understand why is that when people are being deported, their own country doesn't want to accept them. If your own country doesn't want to accept you, why should another country accept you? President John Mahama. Share no one yes I mistake we. Somebody who will come to my platform and call me a monkey. I guess I'm a nice monkey then. You see, they are deporting you. And now they are looking for African countries to actually really accept you. I am not saying that all Somalis, I am not saying that all the communities are doing it. But what you are doing on this app and what you are doing on this internet, you even say you don't need our help. So which means we cannot even speak. But at the end of the day, when they deport you, you are coming to our countries. This is not acceptable. If you're Somali and then you are listening. And I know they will come to this video in the comment with their shenanigans. You understand? So if you're a Ghanaian, please listen. Be careful. Let's keep watching and let's keep talking. If they don't know, because I've stopped, I'm not even going live about Somalians again because they'll come and insult me. They'll come and call me monkey. They'll come and call me weak. You see? And this is what I say. You are only tough online, but when the law catches with you, then you will know where you are going to be. You are here calling people Jarel, and it is affecting almost all the Africans. And some of us, the sensible ones, when we are talking, you come and insult us. But I don't blame you. You have some Black Americans, you have some Caribbean people who support you. We are all Africans. At the end of the day, you are going to be deported, and we are going to feel the heat. You understand what I'm saying? A word to a white is enough.
So people are saying that Somalis shouldn't be let to enter into their countries, especially African countries, are saying that Somalis are not welcome in their countries. Um, um, Kenya has declared a free entry to other countries except Somalis, and it's really getting everyone talking. So some people have written in the comments. Let's just get down to the comment section and hear what other people have to say. So somebody in the comment said, "I'm not against anyone because of where they are from, but let's be honest. When migration is not properly managed, it creates tension. If people move into a country and don't respect local laws, open businesses without proper permits, or operate outside regulations, locals will get frustrated. It's not about nationality, it's about fairness. If citizens are required to follow rules, pay taxes, and register businesses, then newcomers should do the same. Otherwise, resentment builds quickly." Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be in other people's country, the least you could do is to follow their rules, their regulations, their order in the country. I mean, that's the least anyone could do. So the next person said, "The real issue isn't migrants, it's governments that fail to control borders and create clear integration policies. When systems are weak, communities clash, locals feel like they are competing for jobs, housing, and opportunities. Migrants feel targeted and unwelcome. Instead of pointing fingers at entire communities, leaders should enforce the law equally and ensure everyone plays by the same rule." I mean, it's really obvious that the government is really trying right now to like set their rules and all, which literally is part of Somalis not coming into their countries. So I think they're setting their rules now. If I'm to say, I would think Somalis are supposed to, or any immigrant are supposed to be um more conscious of following the rules of a country. Like if you're going to be in a country, the least you can do is to follow the rules. So the next person said, "Every country has the right to expect people who move there to adapt to basic laws and social standards. Integration is not automatic. If newcomers isolate themselves, refuse to engage with local communities, or ignore regulations, it causes suspicion. At the same time, locals also need to avoid spreading rumors and stereotype based on a few incidents. Tensions grows when both sides stop communicating." I mean, is it still rumors when almost everyone is talking about it? I mean, we've heard the same story about in the US, about countries that they've gone into that a lot of Somalis are in, and we've heard what's the news about what actually happens there. And then we see a lot of videos where Somalis are literally like acting out of character. Some Somalis are acting out of character based on with the flags of every country, flag and this and that. Like, I mean, the least you can do is to respect the country you migrated to. I mean, that's the least anyone could do. So the next person said, "Economic pressure makes everything worse. When unemployment is high, every small misunderstanding turns into major conflict. People start saying they're taking over or they are the problem. But Often, the real problem is lack of opportunity for everyone. If there was enough jobs and stable system, these arguments wouldn't be so intense. Enough jobs? I mean, there are a lot of videos about the Somalis living off um, tax payment and being taken care of in a lot of, like we have in the US. Some of them are being taken care of, by the government. And I mean, people who came to a country, who schooled in the country, who had their kids in the country, they're literally being taken care of. They have opportunities. We should not try to defend people's attitude with lack of jobs. Lack of jobs shouldn't make you act out of character in a country that literally isn't yours. Lack of jobs shouldn't make you disrespect a country that you immigrated into. Lack of character shouldn't let you do a lot of things. We shouldn't confuse what's going on. Let's call it what it is. Next person said, no group is perfect. In every community, you will find people who work hard, follow laws, and contribute positively. You will also find a minority that causes issues. The mistake people make is judging the whole community based on the actions of a few. That's how stereotypes spread and conflict escalate. Now, that's true. I mean, I really do not support saying every Somali, every community, every this, every that, but still, when majority of those people are doing these things, they are literally the ones who are bringing the bad name to their communities. Like, you wouldn't do something and expect it not to come back to where you are from. That is why you should be careful of what you do. So it wouldn't come back to your home, come back to your country, come back to your community, come back to your people. Okay. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. We've come to the end of the video. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and dropping your comments. So do not forget to drop your comments on this one. Let's hear what you have to say. Let's get your opinions, because I really, really like to know what you think about other African countries. Segregating themselves from the Somalis, saying the Somalis shouldn't come to their countries. Let me know what you think, guys, in the comment section. All right, remain the original creators of these videos. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you in the next.